For those of you that are watching this pre-recorded, or after the stream has happened, I'm planning on entering potentially some trades here right on the hour, so in 2 minutes. And it's currently 8:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm looking at the pound CAD, and we will be entering trades on the pound CAD and on the euro pound, basically at the same time here in just about 2 minutes. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to be entering trades here in just a few minutes, just so you're aware. And I'm getting all set up for that. 2 minutes, I'm entering on a couple trades on the hour. We're currently in drawdown, and I'll explain that in just a few minutes. So I have 1 minute before I'm entering trades on the pound CAD, and I'm going to be entering them first before I explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn off the music for now. Okay. So we're going to be entering a short position, another short position on the pound CAD, and another short position on the euro pound. Right on the hour, so we have about 20 seconds left. And I will explain these trades. So I have to be as quick as possible in entering both of these. I don't want there to be much of a delay when entering. Okay. All right, so we just entered the two positions. Now, let me see here if I can get a template so you can actually see this. Wait a second, did it just look like it just entered multiple trades at the same time? Hold on. Looks like I had multiple entries. So this is interesting. You guys just saw me place a trade, right? I placed one trade on the pound CAD and one trade on the euro pound. It looks like I just had, for some reason, a double order that was just placed on each of them. I'm going to try to figure out why that happened. So you can see a sell position put on the pound CAD, and then the one put on the euro pound. It's not going to hurt me. It just gives me some initial extra, it uses up more margin. But it will give me some initial spread loss. But I probably will close one of those out, or the two of those out when they move into profit. So that's super interesting. Sometimes these things can happen. You know, trading is never as you plan it. Some things will come up, and that's what's happened over the last 24 hours since the market's opened. So it's been kind of an interesting thing. Good morning, Robert. Bingo. Two EG and two CAD. Um, yeah, that was I believe that was a double order, which is strange because I don't know how a double order could have been placed, considering my setup right now. I do have a copy trade coming, a copier that's going on to another person's account. I don't know why that is putting the copy trades on mine, but it's something that I'm going to figure out. It's not the end of the world. It's something that we can work with. Remember that. Okay, so let's push into what's going on. So right now we have two trades that closed out. This is on the pound CAD. So right here, here, and here. You can see that I actually have an indicator that I'll talk about later that actually shows on screen what the profit was. So this was $71.87 profit when it closed out here. Now my EA closed out these two trades. Now typically what's supposed to happen is the euro pound and the pound CAD are supposed to act as hedges to each other, right? So when one is in profit, the trades on the other pair will close out, uh, sort of like a positive basket, but amongst two pairs instead of just one. Uh, what happened was the EA actually closed out one of the pairs in 50 pips profit. It's not a bad thing. It just meant that I was empty-handed on one part of the hedge or one side of the hedge. And the EA is a new version that I had my coder work on, and he accidentally made it so each of the pairs, so the pound CAD and the euro pound, will close out their trades independently when profit is met, instead of speaking to each other and waiting for um, a profitable basket be achieved amongst both pairs. Um, and so it was a bit of a problem because I closed out this and it made it so I had to re-enter manually on some of the trades, since that's what I've been doing now. So you can see we have a grouping of trades here. So there's been a big push on the pound CAD, and I entered the first trade here. So and then 2, 3, and 4. So trade 4 is what we're currently on, and it's been a move of 140, about 145 pips or so. Uh, so the issue that's going on right now is we're having a bit of a discrepancy uh, with the actual hedge itself. So you guys know that this isn't a perfect hedge where when trading on two pairs. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be a perfect hedge where where one pair is moving 50 pips and the other one is moving exactly 50 pips. That's not going to work for me in this type of trading strategy. Now, will work for me is when one pair when the two pairs are correlated in some form or fashion, and one is more volatile than the other. And right now, you can see that the pound CAD is more volatile, and you'll notice that in most cases it is almost always more volatile. So what we need to happen at this point is for this to turn back around, and once this actually moves, it will move likely harder and faster than the euro pound will on the upside. So when the pound CAD is moving down, this is most likely moving up. Now the discrepancy that I was talking about is this that's happening right now. So the euro pound is actually moving up. It's moving up and so it's hurting some of our profit because we have sell positions here. And the pound CAD is not really moving down at this point. You see, it's supposed to be moving down, but right at this point, it's still moving up. Sometimes this will happen, and this is what we have to deal with when we're working with pairs that don't have a perfect hedge on them. And so the idea is to have some profit on the euro pound. And once this starts moving and slowly creeping up, the pound CAD is moving down at a faster rate, and eventually we'll meet at a point where all trades will close out in profit because of um, that difference of volatility and the correlation on top of that. Um, so right now, we're still going to be hitting some drawdown. $540. It's not huge. We're just about 2%. I'm not worried. This drawdown is normal. I was debating about even having the stream today because of reasons that nobody likes to see drawdown. But I feel like that's important to show um, that this is part of the game. This is part of trading. Um, and it's something that we need to know how to deal with. Now, I've just explained to you my plan uh, and how I plan I plan to move forward from there. Um, so right now I just have to wait it out, and we have this move up and this move down, which is currently going up. But as long as the pound CAD does continue to move up, if it keeps moving up, then the euro pound will typically catch up and continue back down as well. So, unfortunate day to day. I'm gonna have to do some waiting. I don't know how long it will take for these trades to move into profit. I could be waiting a few days, and I don't plan on scalping. So what I'm going to be doing for the next few days is I probably won't be doing live streams um, because I want you to see active trades. Now, if I'm just waiting around for this basket to pull out, that's not very entertaining for you guys to watch, or really that interesting either. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video that I will release at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so pretty much every day, to give you a short update. These videos will be anywhere from 5 to maybe 15 minutes long, explaining to you if the plan is still the same, how the trades are going, what's happening, if we've had any profit, if it closed out. And once they do close out, I will go back to more normal streams depending on the action. Now, I want people to find this stream, well, either entertaining or informative. And I feel like active trades that are doing something that are making profit as you guys are watching is something that I wanted to do more than just having you watch my trades and drawdown. Um, and so that's why I'm going to be doing the daily videos that I'll post on my channel. So you should get a notification if you subscribe to my channel about when these updates will come out, and I will do a daily one so you can still stay intact with how things are going with me. Okay. Uh, so like I said, for those of you that are just joining now, we've had a little bit of profit that was closed out. This was a closeout of 50 pips, which ended up being about $71.87, which isn't bad, but it actually kind of messed up the correlation in the hedge between the two pairs because of an EA, not an EA error. It wasn't an EA expert advisor error. It was just a coding problem that my coder had that he placed with the EA and the creation of it. And like I said, it's something that we can work with. It's not the end of the world. I'm manually trading right now, and so let's explain to you my positions and why I've entered where I have, so you can get a better idea of why I have these 4 trades in at the moment and why they're placed where they are. Okay, so first entry here at level one is because right after that closed out, I still had trades in the euro pound. I wanted to continue the hedge, and I placed trade 2 at this point it was a pending order. I saw this could be a pretty decent area for a resistance place, so it could bounce after that. It did not. It pushed back up. This was my third position up here. That was placed. If we scroll back. Okay, so third position was put at this support level. And that actually ended up being a whole number as well, so the 1.68 level, or very near that whole number. So I thought this would probably be a really good place for a potential bounce. Didn't happen. Then I entered at my fourth position. The fourth position is a little bit different. I actually didn't use the fourth position on any support resistance, even though there is a little place of support right here that how supports can sometimes turn into resistances. So the reason why I entered there was because of the inside candle. I entered this right at 9 a.m. There was an inside candle at this point, a good push inside candle. Thought there could be some a potential retracement or pullback at this location. It still can be too. Just because it's starting to push up now doesn't mean it can't still reverse in this area somewhere. So I'm waiting on that to see if we see anything from that. So that's kind of where I've entered the trades. Now I haven't really entered a lot on the euro pound at this point because it already had 3 orders to begin with when I had 1 order on the pound CAD. So right now we have equal amount of orders on each pair, and we have a lot of margin to work with still. 10,000. I still have a free margin of $23,434, which is at 10,000 over 10,000%. So I'm doing just fine when it comes to margin. Drawdown is not that high as well. So what I wanted to get into now, this stream will be shorter today, guys. I don't plan on spending a lot of time, and I wanted to talk about some pretty cool tools that I'm using that I just started using. So uh, one of the members in my streams recommended me checking out IceFX, and so I went to the website, and it's actually pretty cool. Some pretty cool tools that are a lot of them are free. So if you go into the Trader Agent, this is pretty cool software. It's only $100. You can get a demo for 30 days. And this kind of software allows you to do back testing um, and see what your profit is. So let me show you. So this is the Trader Agent, and you can see in the video here that this is what it looks like. It shows you all the stats of what's going on. And you can actually, in the tester, so in the strategy tester, you can manually test your strategy and see what the profit is. So you can place orders, as you can see. What this is the video just showing you how it works. You can place trailing stops. You can even do some grid trading as well. And it shows you the profit loss in the top left corner. So you can get a better idea of how your strategy works. So you can see it up here. Let me see if I can. Right up here, it says the current profit and loss, and you can have a lot of integration with your orders. So you can see how your strategy works over the longer term. It's a pretty cool software, and usually this kind of stuff costs a lot of money. Um, and which obviously can be an issue when these kind of tools cost a lot of money. But this is only $100. You can get a 30-day demo. So it's icefx.eu. And they also have some pretty cool other free tools that I'm going to talk to you about today. You can see them you can read about them on the website. But if I just pull them up here, you can see that this is one of the tools here. It shows you the profit growth on the account. It shows you current equity loss, what the percentage is. So we're at 2.1% drawdown. My total gain is $167 with a 0.7% profit. This is my total balance. Equity, lots. It says how many orders we have in. So we have a total of 2 lots out with 10 orders. And my free margin is displaying there as well. This is a pretty cool stat over here. This tool is called the trade account info, and it actually is this whole area down here. And it shows you today's profit, yesterday's profit, and then it goes for pretty much the whole week and the month and the year. And it gives you an expectation for how much profit that you're on schedule to make. Now, monthly 0.09% isn't a lot, but the more profit I bring in during the course of that month, the higher this number will go. It says my daily average as well, expectancy. Okay, and then it shows you a lot of other cool things. Drawdown over here, profit. So basically a lot the same thing that you're seeing over here, but a lot more detail down here with this indicator. It shows the daily range, and it's a free tool. This is free that you can use. It also shows your spread as well. So let me see. There's some hello traders. The bell rings. Yeah, that's from forexsignals.com, by the way. Let's see. Okay, so that's a pretty cool tool, and the one that I'm also using on that's I think that you guys could benefit from a lot is when you actually display your trades on charts. So you know when you drag and drop them onto the charts after they've closed out for profit. This is a cool tool because it actually shows you what the profit is on screen. So you can see that. A lot of times I used to have to add it up to see what profit was made in a basket, and now it just displays on chart. Now this tool is called uh, the Draw Profit, and again it's free. The ones I really recommend a lot are the Account Info and Draw Profit as well. And there's a couple other things that you can check out, like trade info and velocity meter and profit info. Um, but those are the ones that I like the most. Let's see. Anything else I wanted to talk to you about? Um, yeah, here is the draw profit. So this was from scalping the other day. This was on Friday, and you can see this basket here it actually came out with a negative amount, so 0.12%, 12 cents. So this is because when a basket becomes of scalping basket uh, has this many orders. So this was 3.6 something lots at the top here. And when a basket becomes like this, I become prone to slippage. So when we have higher lots, that means that a smaller price movement gives um, fluctuates in balance or profit a lot more, um, causing slippage to be potentially an issue. We have a lot of orders to close out here, and so once they actually get triggered, that means that we could have some negative or even positive slippage. In this case, it was definitely negative, but we only came out with a minus 12%, so that's not a big deal. Uh, we had a small profit of $6 here. Now, typically in my baskets, I will when scalping, I will have about 4.50 to $5 profit. You can see this basket here, $5. This one here was 4.50. This one here, 4.30. So a really cool tool that shows you can see all of your profits straight on screen, which is extremely convenient. Again, that's ICE and you can actually just search it in the market. So go onto your MetaTrader, and if you search for ICE, so if you're a member of MQL5, so maybe you guys aren't a member of MQL5, I recommend checking out this website. So MQL5, create an account, and once you create an account, you can actually go into your tools under options, and you go into the community, and you log in, put your account info there, and press OK, and then you should be able to go to the market, and the market will allow you to search something like ICEFX, and you can see all the tools, and you can see that let me expand this a little bit. You can see that which ones are free, and in this case all these tools are free, and you can just click them and download them. So you click it, and you click the download button. You can see the rating on it as well, and then it goes right directly into your navigator. So it's pretty awesome, and I find it very, very useful. Okay, so here is my scalping strategy. Now, what's been going on today with the uh, with the market? We know that when the market opened. So, sorry, this is a support resistance indicator that I'm checking out. Let me actually open up a better window here. Let's get rid of the grid. So the market opened with a gap. Now I knew that there was going to be a gap. It was pretty obvious that with the healthcare bill not going through, that there was going to be a market gap, right? This one wasn't too big. It was about 77 pips, pretty substantial, but it wasn't something like 150. But I did know it would be at least 50 pips on the gap, considering that there's a lot of talk of Trump, the Trump trade, which is being called the Trump trade, which is the positive greenback or the USD gaining strength because of Trump being president, is starting to wear off. That whole idea. Excuse me, this is the gap from the previous. It must be a gap from the previous week, but I think this is the gap from the 24th. So sorry about that mistake. I did believe that something seemed weird there. So the gap was smaller here. So a little embarrassing there. So we only had a gap of 34 pips. So my expectation of 50 or more was wrong. So it was only 30 pips gap on the open of the Euro US dollar this week. Uh, so it's been going straight up since then. Again, the fears are settling in, um, and the positivity with Trump being in office is maybe not going to be as strong anymore. I expect that the Euro US dollar will likely climb most of the week. this week. So if you guys are looking at trading the euro US dollar, I would really be careful with your short positions, um, or anything USD. Really, I'd be careful with buying any USD positions on any of the pairs this week. I think that that people are going to all start to jump in. It might be a slow kind of transition, but they will jump in on the bandwagon and ride this thing quite a bit up. We are at a whole number right now on the euro US dollar. We could see some pullback here before it does continue, but I do think it will continue. Yes, the whole idea of Trump is starting to wear off, Robert. Exactly. Um, and you can even see that happening on certain websites like FX Street. I like FX Street a lot, you guys know. But USD plunges, markets resume unwind of Trump trade. So the unwinding of Trump trade. And I do think that's going to be something that could last a while. It could last a while where fears start sinking in. I mean, you have, for example, uh, how the Fed raised the rates recently, and how the USD didn't react as it should. It actually the USD fell. It lost value when they raised interest rates, and almost always when they raise interest rates, the USD gains some value. But there's a lot of uncertainty right now with the USD. It's probably wise for a lot of you traders to stay away from it, knowing that there's a lot of inconsistencies uh, with the future of the USD, at least in current at the current time. So the pound CAD is continuing to push up against me, unfortunately. And it's because a lot of this is because of the let's try to see what it is what's driving the pound CAD at the moment. Is it the Canadian dollar? Um, let's see. So the UCAD isn't really moving that much. The USD is actually gaining some value against the CAD, which really isn't helping our position here. Um, so if we check out the pound USD, we'll see that the pound USD is really what's driving this. The pound is, is climbing quite a bit. It's probably jumping in on the coattails of the weak US dollar, and so it's getting a hike quite a bit. Um, so at this time, it's not. I'm gonna have to wait for some news to come out on the Canadian dollar. Usually that has to do with oil. Um, so yeah, this is going to be a kind of a sit and wait time for me. Unfortunately, I don't like sitting and waiting when it's a higher risk account. I like to see profit coming in. But in this case, I'm probably going to have to wait a little bit. So for those of you that are just joining, I'm going to be doing a video update. It's not going to be live. Video update over the course of the next few days at the same time at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to give you a 10 to 15 minute market update on what's going on with my trades, what's happening with the Trump trade, the USD, is it strengthening, weakening, just kind of a market um, bias of what I think is happening, um, and also what's going on with my trades. Are things looking better? Are things looking worse? What's happening? How am I dealing with it emotionally um, and technically as well? Um, so that's where we're moving now. Um, LMFX doesn't have oil. Uh, yeah, that I don't think that they do. But I actually haven't looked. I do see some oil here. I do see a U.S. crude oil. Robert, right-click your market watch and click on Show All if you haven't already. Um, and so you just do right-click and then Show All, and you should have some oil options. Um, so guys, I think that's going to be probably it for my update today. I only wanted to spend about 30 minutes. I won't be scalping today. I'll be waiting things out on the pound CAD and euro pound. You can see that finally this is starting to push in my direction up. Well, not this one, but the pound CAD is moving up against me, but the euro pound is actually moving down a little bit in the last candle. So that's helping me keep that hedge. So right now we have some trades in profit, some trades that are in loss. Let's try to organize them a better. So all my trades that are on the euro pound are in profit, but the trades that are in loss that are on the pound CAD are much more. So I need this to push down in order to start hitting some less drawdown. Like I said, I'm gonna have to wait. All right, guys. I think that's it for the update today. Keep in touch, and I will send out some updates tomorrow at 9 a.m. Expect a video to see how things are going. All right. Good luck to you, and hope to see you next time.